Hey guys, before we start the video, make sure you grab a drink and click on that subscribe button.
Hello you beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. I'm Amber.
And I'm Sanne, and today we're going to talk about our cultural differences.
So we wanted to make this video because both of us have seen each other's cultures, but we found a lot of differences. So we're going to talk about a few today. The first one we're going to talk about is transportation. So in the US, getting around by car is pretty much normal, you take the car everywhere. Unless you live in a city where you take like a bus or a train, the car is really the only way we really get around, especially in the suburbs. So we use a car to get to work, school, go to the beach, go to a friend's house, visit your family. Everything is by car, and we spend a lot of money on gas.
And from what age can you drive a car in the US?
You can start at 16 if you pass your driving test and get your 6 hours in. So I failed the first test because of parallel parking.
I hate parallel parking. Well, that's also different in the Netherlands. Like, we can start driving until we're 18, and it's a very long theoretical test first, and then you have to do a physical test with a driver instructor. But mostly we use our bikes, even if we have a car, because gas here is super expensive, and it's a luxury to have a car here. You have to pay a lot of road tax and parking and all kinds of things around it. So yeah, bike is definitely the go-to here, and it's better for the environment as well.
Let's talk about convenience. In the US, especially the East Coast, everything is very convenient, meaning you can get anything delivered pretty much to your doorstep. We have a drive-through for almost everything. There's drive-throughs for banks. There's drive-throughs for medication. There's drive-throughs for food, meaning like takeout or, fast food everywhere. And there's also drive-thrus for alcohol.
Alcohol? What?
Yeah, it's legal in actually 30 of the 50 states. You can drive through and buy alcohol.
Oh wow, that sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, we have ride share services as well, like Uber and Lyft to get around. So, there's also taxis, but Uber and Lyft are more convenient because you can just click on your phone, order one real quick. It'll come to your location. So we have a lot of like click services where like Amazon and things like that, where you can order products right to your door. It takes like a day or two. So you pretty much don't have to leave your house to get a lot of things that you need, like groceries as well. So
wow, that's amazing. That's really convenient to say. Yeah, we have different things here that are convenient. As you guys know, and as you know, we use the bike quite a lot. And what we have is that you can go with the train, and with the same ticket for the train, you can rent a bike, you can get it out of a box at the train station, and you can cycle around the city, which is pretty convenient because, yeah, it just gives you more freedom. You don't have to pay for parking in the city, and yeah, it's just really nice. And another thing we have... Yeah, and another thing we have is the bridges. Like, you saw that one time, right? Our bridges. Like, yeah, it's like basically a normal road, but it opens all the way up to let the ships pass through, because we have so much water in the Netherlands. If we wouldn't have bridges that can open up once in a while, like there would be a lot of boats stuck somewhere or traffic jams or, so... Yeah, that's super convenient, and I like it that my country is flat because we cycle everywhere. So yeah, that's about the things that I think are most convenient in the Netherlands then.
all right, on to communication. We have different styles of communication. Americans usually like beat around the bush with certain things. They're really not to the point a lot, and we're too polite. So we want to just keep things nice and light and breezy, and don't really get straight to the point a lot. Yeah, especially me. I don't like confrontation, so I'll probably sweep a lot of things under the rug because, like, why talk about it? Why get in an argument, right?
You're so cute. We are very different in that way. In the Netherlands, are very down-to-earth people, very direct. If something's bothering us or something, we don't like, we say it right away, in your face at that point, at that moment in time. So I personally really like it because I'm confused by the beating around the bush in America. I don't really understand it, but I understand now that the Dutch directness sometimes can be seen as rude in American culture.
Kind of like all New Yorkers. It's just in the
we're probably like New Yorkers, but a bit more direct even. Like, for example, if my friend's wearing an ugly dress, I'm gonna be like, damn, that's ugly, I wouldn't wear that, I would buy something else. Not that you like have the dress at home and then you're like, oh, it's really ugly, why didn't anyone tell me? You know?
Or like certain phrases that we use are very different, or certain words have different meanings as well. Like, for example, if I want anti-detangler for my hair, I would say, tangle-free spray. In the Netherlands, what do you say?
Yeah, well, we call it, if we translate it to English, which I did, anti-clit spray. And this is a real story. I went to Target. That was, I think, my first week in America. And I had tangles, now I know, and I wanted to have a spray for it, but I didn't know the word, so I was asking the guy, hey, can I ask you something? Do you have anti-clit spray? And he was like, what? That was very, very awkward. Yeah.
Spray to take your clit away.
Nobody wants that spray.
No. So yeah, communication is very different. We sometimes have to explain ourselves when we're just having a regular conversation because English and Dutch are obviously very different. So
yeah, like I feel like we have double like communication differences. We have different communication because how we approach things, in our cultures, but also obviously the language barrier.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you take the time to explain stuff to me because
yeah, just different meanings. Okay, so schooling, education in America is very, very expensive. So we start out at about age 3, 4, preschool, all the way up to high school, which is grade 12. You're 17 or 18 when you graduate. And then you have the option of going to college. Now, there's different levels of college. You can go for an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree. You can go to a program that gets you to your master's, whatever you're studying. Depends on how long you're in school. But for me, I got my bachelor's in sales. So for 4 years, each year college tuition was about $26,000. So
what?
Yeah. So throughout 4 years, that's over $80,000 in tuition. Now, other schools are probably more expensive or less expensive depending on if you go to like community college or Ivy League or
do you get a Mustang when you go to school? Like, do you get that as like a gift to attend it?
I wish I didn't get anything. Yeah. So college is very expensive here. And depending on your parents' salaries and things like that, like tuition prices change, but yes, it's very expensive.
Oh wow. I'm very grateful for our school system at this point. It's very different here. Like, it's definitely not that expensive. I'm sorry, I'm a bit speechless. Here, we have kindergarten and then primary school. And primary school is until you're 12 or 11. It's 8 years. And then you just have high school. There's no middle school here. You just go to high school and there's different level of education. It's VMBO, HAVO, VWO, depending on your academic qualities. VMBO is 4 year, HAVO 5, and VWO 6, and that's your high school time. And then you have 3 types of college. It's very difficult. I'm not gonna go all about it, but my college, I didn't have to pay a lot because in the time that I went to college, I got money to go to college. I got free public transportation, and I just had to buy my books. And I have a Bachelor of Science yeah, for 4 years. I didn't sleep at my school. It's not normal to do that here. I don't even think it's optional. We have student cities where you like live in apartments with your friends if you want to, but most people like students live at home because it's like more affordable, or they live in student houses in cities. So yeah, that's also way cheaper, obviously.
All right, on to birthdays. This is the last thing we're gonna talk about in this video. But birthdays for us, I mean, everyone celebrates them differently. But if you have like a general birthday party where people come over, you have guests, they usually just leave the presents, you know, in a certain area, and you kind of just interact with the guests and talk about, you know, whatever birthday it is. So let's just say like a 10-year-old, right? So you would have all the friends from school and neighborhood, they will all come over. You might have a sleepover, or you might, you know, have like a little party where you have food and cake and you sing happy birthday, you say happy birthday when you see the person. But yeah, that's generally how we celebrate birthdays. It's just coming together and just talking and hanging out, having a good time.
That's nice. Like, we do different here, and I've heard that it's really weird, that some people find it weird. It is like you enter the room, everybody sits in a circle, and the birthday person is the center of attention. And first you go to this birthday party person, and then you say, congratulations with your birthday, kind of thing. So you say congratulations, and you give the gift. And then they say thanks, and they hold the gift for a while because it's expected. And then you go through the whole circle and you give a hand to everyone. You be like, congratulations with Amber's birthday. Congratulations with Amber's birthday. So that's what you do to everyone. If you're older, if a teenager, you're like, it's not cool anymore to do that. So you're like, congratulations all with Amber's birthday. And they're like, ooh, with the beer. But yeah, then you sit in the circle, you get coffee and a cake. And the person opens the gift right away, and then you better hope it's a good one, because otherwise everybody sees you're giving a shitty gift. So that's very awkward. So that's basically how we celebrate birthdays, kind of thing. Of course, with kids, like, they're playing around and it's less like in a circle, but like the family then and the friends are like sitting in a circle still. The kids just play. It's not expected that like a 4-year-old sits in the circle as well, only when he opens the gifts. So yeah.
Yeah, we don't open the gifts right away.
Yeah, I find that really rude.
Well, only in other instances we do, like showers, baby showers, wedding parties and things like that. You open it to see, like, you know, what you got, like how it relates. But for birthdays, I feel like that's like, you save it for later with your family and you open them later. Especially kids' birthdays. Like, I used to work in a gym, so we would grab all the gifts and they take them home, they open them at home. Like, that's more of like a family thing. And when you're older, like, you know, you get the gifts, but you don't have everyone watch you open them, because it's more of like a private thing. Like, if you want to return it, or if you don't like it, like, you don't say it right away, like in front of everyone.
But like, for example, with a kid's birthday, I remember when I would pick out a gift for my friend, right, as a kid, and I would be so excited to see their reaction if they would open up the gift. Like, it's so sad that, like, you buy a gift, I don't know if the parents buy it or the kids are involved of buying a present for their friends, but like, they don't even see how if their friend likes the gift. That's kind of sad.
That's true. I mean, we send like thank you notes. That's like the polite thing to do. I mean, sometimes, like, when you're younger, you probably do open them because you're so excited to open them, so it's different. But as you get older, you don't really open them in front of everyone.
Wow. That's interesting.
But kids, yeah, like if you have a kid's birthday, like, everyone's there and they open them and they see what they got and stuff like that. And they might play, if it's a toy, they might play with their friends with it, you know, that's nice.
Yeah.
But if it's like wrapped up and stuff, like, yeah, you might open it, but you might not open all of them, because that would just take away. Like, it would just take up too much time.
So as you guys can see, we have a lot of differences that we talked about, and there's definitely more to come, but that's for another video.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you know when another video is coming out. Thank you. See you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.